You know what I love? I love title cards in movies. In fact, I've kind of been obsessed with the art of the title card since I was young. In the early 2000s, there was this trend in a lot of movies where the title would appear on screen as if it was a physical object in the world of the film, fashioned out of some material like stone or metal. The Lord of the Rings movies did this, the Harry Potter movies did this, and the Pirates of the Caribbean movies did this. So today I want to explore the title sequences of the Pirates of the Caribbean films. We're gonna look at the original 3 Pirates of the Caribbean films. And what I want to explore in this video is the progression of this title sequence and what the storytellers were able to do with that title sequence. So let's have a look right now at the title card of the very first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And bear in mind that when you sit down to watch this movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl from 2003, this movie does not feature any studio logos at the top of the film. Because Disney didn't want to put their logo on the movie. They were too worried about their company's reputation while releasing a PG-13 action-adventure movie. So in Curse of the Black Pearl, the movie just starts, and the very first thing you see is this. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I really like that title card. I like how the letters appear, fashioned out of gold. I like the sparks floating in the background and the atmospheric sound design. So, then when you sit down to watch the sequel, Dead Man's Chest from 2006, you're expecting something, somewhat similar. And this is what you get. So there's a bit of a progression here, right? We still see the main title of the series fashioned out of gold, but they wait until it fades out to give us the subtitle, right? So there's a bit of a progression from how they presented the title in the first movie. So when you sit down to watch the third movie, At World's End from 2007, you are probably, or likely, or possibly expecting that the movie will open with the title card, just like the first 2 films did. But instead of the title card, what you get is this.
In order to effect a timely halt to deteriorating conditions and to ensure the common good, a state of emergency is declared for these territories.
As we watch this scene, we're treated to a grim prologue. A prologue that I think has gained a lot of notoriety in the years since it was released. And I do have to mention, and this is something that I find very disturbing, that Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, came out 20 years ago. At World's End came out 19 years ago. The inevitable march of time into oblivion. Anyway, so you're sat in the theater watching Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, and you haven't seen the title yet. The movie just starts with this cold open. And as the viewer, right, having seen the first 2 movies, you'll have some expectation that they're going to present the title card. And this is why the title card for Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End is my absolute favorite presentation of a title in any movie that I've ever seen. It's the build-up of this thing that they're going to do in this scene, this execution of a 12-year-old boy, and the scene culminates in this song, right? Hoist the Colors. Culminating in the moment when the boy clutches the piece of 8 in his fist and delivers the climactic line of the song as the executioner pulls the lever on the gallows.
Finally.
And then we get the title. Isn't that sound that plays when the title appears just incredible? It just sends a chill down my spine every time I hear it. I love the sound design in these movies. But do you see what I mean about the progression of how the title card was delivered? You know, they introduce us to the form in the first movie, and they stick to that form, right? The title carved out of gold in that, you know, in that Pirates of the Caribbean font. And in the second movie, they decouple the title from the subtitle. And so in the third movie, it feels like a natural progression that the title of the film and the subtitle have separate images accompanying them. The coin spinning as it falls, and then the coin landing in the dirt underneath the gallows. You know, a lot of movies nowadays, they wait till the very end of the movie to present the title. I'm not as big a fan of that, right? I like it when the movie title is presented up front in a creative way. So yeah, those are the titles of the original Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy, the ones directed by Gore Verbinski. I'm just not the biggest fan of the fourth or fifth Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The fourth one I think is passable. You know, I would probably happily rewatch it if I, you know, had just rewatched the original 3. The fifth one I don't think is a very good film, though it does have a good soundtrack by Jeff Zanelli. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for today. I'll probably make some more videos about movie title cards or title sequences, just because I find them so interesting and intriguing and just cool, and I'm kind of obsessed with them. So yeah, okay, that's all I got for today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.